The Sun accounts for nearly all the energy on Earth. Mercury's surface temperature swings from minus 180 degrees Celsius to 430 degrees Celsius. Venus has more volcanoes than any other planet. Earth is the only planet with liquid water on its surface. Mars has the largest canyon, Valle Marineris. Jupiter emits more heat than it receives from the Sun. Saturn's rings are mostly ice. Uranus was the first planet discovered with a telescope. Neptune appears blue because of methane in its atmosphere. Pluto has mountains made of ice. The Moon's gravity causes Earth's tides. Solar storms can disrupt satellites. A meteorite is a space rock that reaches Earth. A meteoroid burns up as a shooting star. Asteroids can be rich in precious metals. Some comets take thousands of years to orbit the Sun. Earth's magnetosphere shields against solar wind. The Milky Way is about 100,000 light-years across. The nearest galaxy, Andromeda, is 2.5 million light-years away. The Sun is an average-sized star. Betelgeuse, a red giant, may explode as a supernova soon, astronomically. The night sky we see is ancient light. The Big Bang created time and space. Black holes can merge, rippling space-time. Gravitational waves were first detected in 2015. Space is mostly empty, but not completely. Voyager 1 has traveled over 20 billion kilometers from Earth. The Sun will shine for another 5 billion years. White dwarfs slowly cool for trillions of years. Neutron stars can spin faster than kitchen blenders. Quasars are powered by supermassive black holes. Some planets orbit backward compared to their star's spin. Interstellar space contains stray atoms. The first exoplanet was discovered in 1992. Thousands of exoplanets have been found since. The Kepler telescope confirmed Earth-like planets. Stars form in clouds of hydrogen gas. The center of the Milky Way has a black hole called Sagittarius A star. Dark matter bends light from galaxies. Dark energy pushes galaxies apart. Earth is the only known planet with plate tectonics. Volcano eruptions recycle elements into the atmosphere. The Pacific Ocean is larger than all land combined. The Atlantic Ocean is growing as plates move apart. The Himalayas grow taller each year. Earthquakes are most common along plate boundaries. Some islands are made entirely by coral reefs. Glaciers cover 10% of Earth's surface. Ice sheets reflect sunlight back into space. Desertification threatens fertile land worldwide. The Amazon River carries more water than the next 7 largest rivers combined. Some deserts bloom with flowers after rain. Sand dunes can sing as they shift. The Antarctic ice sheet is up to 4.8 kilometers thick. Fresh water makes up only 2.5% of Earth's water. Lakes can form in craters from meteor strikes. Some caves contain crystals taller than humans. Sinkholes form when ground collapses. Volcanoes can form new islands overnight. Earth's magnetic field shifts about 10 kilometers a year. Lightning creates ozone in the atmosphere. The equator receives more solar energy. Rainforests create their own microclimates. Forest fires can trigger new growth. Some rivers flow backward during earthquakes. The Dead Sea is shrinking as rivers are diverted. Dust storms can travel across oceans. El Niño disrupts global weather. La Niña cools the Pacific Ocean. The ozone layer shields life from UV radiation. Volcano lightning occurs when ash particles collide. Antarctica is technically the largest desert. Permafrost locks away ancient plants and animals. Sea levels rise when ice sheets melt. Tsunamis can cross oceans in hours. Coral bleaching happens when waters get too warm. Algae blooms can suffocate fish. Geysers erupt when underground water boils. Some mountains are still forming today. Earthquakes can move entire cities by meters. Humans share 60% of DNA with bananas. Your body replaces all its cells about every 7 years. Blood makes up 8% of body weight. The brain is 2% of body weight, but uses 20% of energy. Humans have about 206 bones as adults. Babies are born with 300 bones. The heart beats 100,000 times daily. Lungs contain 2,400 kilometers of airways. Your intestines are 7 meters long. The stomach produces acid strong enough to dissolve razor blades. Taste buds number about 10,000. The liver can regenerate after injury. Skin is the largest organ. Fingernails grow faster than toenails. Your hair contains traces of gold. Humans shed 30,000 to 40,000 skin cells every minute. Goosebumps are a leftover evolutionary reflex. The appendix may support gut bacteria. Your eyes contain about 130 million light-sensitive cells. Tears contain natural disinfectants. Cats sleep 12 to 16 hours per day. Dogs can hear 4 times farther than humans. Elephants have the longest pregnancy, 22 months. Blue whales are the largest animals ever. Some sharks glow in the dark. Crocodiles can live over 100 years. Parrots can mimic human speech. Octopuses have 9 brains, 1 central, 8 in their arms. Starfish pump water instead of blood. Tardigrades can survive the vacuum of space. Some plants trap insects for food. Sunflowers track the sun across the sky. Bamboo can grow nearly a meter per day. Mushrooms are closer to animals than plants. Some fungi control insect behavior. Coral reefs host a quarter of ocean species. Bees pollinate 75% of global crops. Termites build mounds taller than humans. Frogs absorb water through their skin. Giraffes only sleep about 30 minutes a day. The speed of light is 300,000 kilometers per second. Absolute zero is minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. Atoms are 99.999999% empty space. Electrons move in probability clouds. Protons are 1,836 times heavier than electrons. Neutrons keep atomic nuclei stable. Hydrogen makes up 75% of normal matter. Helium is created in stars. Carbon bonds form the basis of life. Water is called the universal solvent. Ice expands as it freezes. Salt lowers water's freezing point. Combustion is a chemical reaction with oxygen. Acids have a pH less than 7. Bases have a pH greater than 7. Neutral pH is 7. Diamonds form under high pressure. Graphene is 1 atom thick. Sound waves need matter to travel. In a vacuum, sound cannot exist. Electricity is moving electrons. Resistance turns electricity into heat. Voltage pushes electrons through circuits. Current is the rate of electron flow. Magnetism comes from moving charges. Earth is a giant magnet. Energy is never destroyed, only changed. Potential energy is stored in position. Kinetic energy is energy of motion. Entropy always increases. Heat moves from hot to cold objects. Plasma is the most common state of matter in the universe. Superfluids flow without resistance. Superconductors carry electricity without loss. Nuclear fission splits atoms. Nuclear fusion combines them. Fusion powers the sun. Radiation is energy traveling in waves. Gamma rays are the most energetic light. Radio waves are the longest. Refraction bends light in water. Reflection bounces it back. Rainbows are refraction plus reflection. Blue light scatters more, making skies blue. Red light scatters least, making sunsets red. Heat is particle motion. Cold is less motion, not a substance. Gravity accelerates all masses equally. The Higgs boson gives particles mass. Time slows near massive objects. The first robots were designed in ancient Greece. The word robot comes from a Czech word meaning forced labor. The first email was sent in 1971. The first website is still online. GPS was developed by the US military. Satellites orbit at different altitudes for different purposes. Weather satellites monitor storms. Astronomical satellites study stars. Communication satellites relay TV and phone signals. The first smartphone was IBM's Simon in 1992. 3D printers can make food. AI writes music, art and poetry. Self-driving cars use radar and LiDAR. Solar panels work even on cloudy days. Wind turbines can power 1,500 homes. Nuclear plants produce no greenhouse gases. Fusion power could be limitless and clean. Virtual reality treats phobias. Augmented reality helps surgeons. Robots assist elderly care. A day on Saturn lasts just 10.7 Earth hours. Uranus rotates on its side compared to other planets. Jupiter's Great Red Spot is at least 350 years old. The Moon is moving away from Earth 3.8 centimeters per year. Solar eclipses will one day no longer occur as the Moon drifts farther. The Sun makes up 99.8% of the solar system's mass. Venus spins backwards compared to most planets. Neptune's atmosphere contains the fastest winds recorded. The Kuiper Belt is home to Pluto and other icy bodies. A light year is about 9.5 trillion kilometers. The Amazon rainforest holds 10% of known species. Antarctica has lakes sealed beneath its ice. The Sahara expands by about 48 kilometers each year. Lightning strikes Earth about 8 million times daily. Rainbows are full circles. We see half from the ground. Earthquakes happen about 100 times daily worldwide. The Pacific Ring of Fire contains 75% of the world's volcanoes. The Grand Canyon is nearly 1.6 kilometers deep. The Dead Sea is almost 10 times saltier than oceans. Mount Everest grows a few millimeters taller each year. Human bodies have 650 skeletal muscles. Your stomach replaces its lining every 3 to 4 days. The human heart creates enough pressure to squirt blood 9 meters. Each kidney has about 1 million filtering units. The cornea has no blood vessels. A sneeze can exceed 160 kilometers per hour. Sloths move so slowly that algae grow on their fur. Frogs can absorb oxygen through their skin. Koalas sleep up to 22 hours a day. Some lizards can detach and regrow their tails. Atoms are made of protons, neutrons, and electrons. Water expands when it freezes, unlike most substances. Carbon atoms form millions of compounds. Diamonds are pure carbon in crystal form. Helium is the only element that does not solidify at normal pressure. Salt water freezes at lower temperatures than fresh water. The sun converts 4 million tons of matter into energy every second. The moon once had an atmosphere. A day on Jupiter lasts only 10 hours. Neptune was discovered through mathematics before being seen. Mercury has no atmosphere to retain heat. Space probes have visited every planet in our solar system. Saturn's rings may be only 100 million years old. Some exoplanets are tidally locked with eternal day and night. The moon has quakes caused by tidal forces. The Orion Nebula is a stellar nursery. Black holes can bend light into circles. Some galaxies are colliding right now. Cosmic rays come from exploding stars. The sun's magnetic field flips every 11 years. Aurorae also occur on Jupiter and Saturn. The moon influences animal behavior on Earth. Some exoplanets orbit pulsars. Pluto has a heart-shaped glacier of nitrogen ice. Venus is covered with thick clouds of sulfuric acid. The Milky Way is a barred spiral galaxy. Solar winds constantly flow from the Sun. The Great Attractor pulls galaxies toward it. Superclusters are groups of thousands of galaxies. The Virgo cluster is our nearest large cluster. The local group contains the Milky Way and Andromeda. Some planets orbit their stars in hours. A magnetar is a neutron star with immense magnetism. Cosmic voids are vast empty regions. The Moon has mountains higher than Everest. Saturn's moon Mimas looks like the Death Star. Earth is the densest planet in the solar system. Some exoplanets are larger than Jupiter, but lighter. Gamma-ray bursts are the most powerful explosions. Quarks come in 6 flavors. Some stars orbit each other as binaries. Earthshine is sunlight reflected from Earth lighting the Moon. Neptune has a faint ring system. The Kuiper Belt was discovered in 1992. Some moons may harbor life in subsurface oceans. Saturn's Enceladus sprays water vapor into space. The Earth's crust is cracked into plates that drift slowly. Earthquakes release stored stress in rock. Tsunamis can cross oceans at jet speeds. Volcanoes create fertile soils. Deserts expand when vegetation dies. The Amazon basin is the world's largest river system. Ice ages occur in cycles. Earth's atmosphere extends thousands of kilometers. Jet streams control weather patterns. Clouds can weigh millions of tons. Raindrops are not teardrop-shaped but round. Snowflakes always have 6 sides. Lightning can strike the same place repeatedly. Hurricanes draw heat from warm oceans. Ocean currents move heat around Earth. The Gulf Stream warms northern Europe. Antarctic ice holds most of Earth's fresh water. Earth's oceans contain mountain ranges. Some caves contain lakes and rivers. Karst landscapes form from dissolving limestone. Earth's core is mostly iron and nickel. The outer core is liquid, the inner core solid. Magnetic reversals are recorded in rocks. Fossils are often found in sedimentary rock. Dinosaurs lived for 165 million years. The Himalayas are still rising. The Dead Sea lies 430 meters below sea level. Salt flats form where lakes evaporate. The Grand Canyon shows 2 billion years of history. Earthquakes can shift entire coastlines. Ocean tides are strongest at full and new moons. Some rivers vanish into deserts. Volcanic islands rise from seafloor eruptions. Yellowstone has one of the world's largest volcanoes. Hot springs form where groundwater meets magma. Some deserts get fog instead of rain. The Nile is the longest river in Africa. The Amazon is the widest river on Earth. More than 80% of life is in the ocean. Bioluminescent bays glow with living light. Human bones remodel constantly throughout life. Red blood cells lack a nucleus. White blood cells defend the body from infection. The human brain uses about 20 watts of power. The spinal cord carries signals from brain to body. Nerves can regrow slowly if damaged. Humans can distinguish about 10,000 smells. The liver filters toxins from blood. The pancreas regulates sugar with insulin. Kidneys filter 50 gallons of blood daily. The small intestine absorbs most nutrients. The large intestine reabsorbs water. Mitochondria produce energy in cells. Ribosomes build proteins. Cell membranes control what enters and exits. Chloroplast turns sunlight into sugar. DNA stores genetic information. RNA carries instructions to make proteins. Enzymes speed up chemical reactions. Antibodies fight specific invaders. Your body has over 600 muscles. The strongest muscle is the heart. The longest muscle is the sartorius in the thigh. The smallest bone is in the ear. The largest bone is the femur. Your teeth are harder than bone. Sweat cools your body through evaporation. Hair and nails continue growing after death for a short time. Human eyes can detect a candle 30 kilometers away. Some people have an extra rib. Albino animals lack pigment. Camouflage helps animals hide. Mimicry helps animals deceive predators. Migration allows animals to find food or warmth. Some frogs climb trees with sticky pads. Woodpeckers have shock-absorbing skulls. Owls can rotate their heads nearly 270 degrees. Bats use echolocation to hunt. Whales communicate with deep sounds. Dolphins use signature whistles as names. Ants farm fungi underground. Termites digest wood with microbes. Bees see ultraviolet patterns on flowers. Cows produce methane gas. Birds migrate thousands of kilometers. Elephants mourn their dead. Wolves hunt in coordinated packs. Lions sleep up to 20 hours a day. Giraffes have tongues up to 50 centimeters long. Humans are the only animals that cook food. Atoms are mostly empty space. Hydrogen is the first element on the periodic table. Helium is the second element. Lithium is used in batteries. Carbon forms diamonds and graphite. Nitrogen makes up most of the atmosphere. Oxygen is vital for breathing. Sodium reacts violently with water. Magnesium burns with a bright white flame. Aluminum is light but strong. Silicon is used in electronics. Phosphorus glows in the dark. Sulfur smells like rotten eggs. Chlorine disinfects water. Argon is used in light bulbs. Potassium is vital for nerves. Calcium strengthens bones. Iron carries oxygen in blood. Copper conducts electricity well. Zinc is used in alloys and enzymes. Silver is highly conductive. Tin prevents corrosion. Iodine is needed for thyroid health. Gold does not tarnish. Mercury is liquid at room temperature. Lead is heavy and toxic. Uranium is radioactive. Plutonium is used in nuclear energy. Energy is measured in joules. Force equals mass times acceleration. Momentum is mass times velocity. Pressure is force per area. Density is mass per volume. Velocity is speed in a direction. Acceleration is change in velocity. Work is force over distance. Kinetic energy is energy of motion. Potential energy is stored energy. Temperature measures average kinetic energy. Entropy measures disorder. Gravity accelerates all objects equally. Mass bends space-time. The speed of sound depends on the medium. Electromagnetic waves travel at light speed. X-rays see through flesh but not bone. Gamma rays are most energetic. Ultraviolet light can damage DNA. Infrared is heat radiation. Microwaves heat food by vibrating water. Radio waves carry broadcasts. The first photograph was taken in 1826. The first airplane flew in 1903. The first rocket reached space in 1942. The first satellite, Sputnik, launched in 1957. The first human in space was Yuri Gagarin in 1961. The first moon landing was in 1969. The internet began as ARPANET. The first email was sent in 1971. The first website appeared in 1991. Smartphones combine phone, computer, and camera. 3D printing builds objects layer by layer. Solar panels generate electricity from sunlight. Wind turbines capture kinetic energy of air. Hydropower uses falling water. Nuclear plants use fission. AI learns from data. VR immerses users in digital worlds. AR overlays images onto reality. Robots work in hazardous environments. Satellites track weather and climate. Space probes explore distant planets. GPS guides navigation worldwide. Drones deliver supplies. Smartwatches monitor health. Biotech creates improved crops. Gene editing can cure diseases. Nanotech builds at the atomic scale. Quantum computers process qubits. Data centers store the cloud. Smart grids distribute energy efficiently. Space telescopes look beyond atmosphere. Fusion reactors mimic stars. Reusable rockets lower space costs. Lab-grown meat reduces farming. Biodegradable plastics reduce waste. Smart cities optimize transport. Robots assist surgeons. Brain interfaces link humans and machines. Self-driving cars navigate roads. Space mining may supply resources. Solar sails travel on light pressure. Satellites beam internet. AI detects fake images. Smart fabrics monitor hydration. Virtual classes connect globally. Cryogenic freezing preserves cells. Exoskeletons support workers. AI creates synthetic voices. Robots farm crops. Smart homes adjust automatically. Space hotels are being designed. VR trains astronauts. Robots detect bombs. Bioluminescent plants may light cities. Nanotech filters clean water. DNA data storage lasts millennia. Satellites detect forest loss. Quantum networks are being built. Robots build 3D printed bridges. AI predicts disease outbreaks.